I swear I'm not going to beg for Alonso points again this week. Kia ora, I'm Kimmy and I talk about Formula 1 in the world's second worst accent, and these are my 3 burning questions for the 2025 Monaco Grand Prix. As much as I'm not going to start organising yet another prayer circle for the guy who's been pretty fairly bemoaning his bad luck as of late, I do have one big question about Aston Martin, and that's whether or not we'll see qualifying form this weekend that measures up even a little bit to Imola. Very different circuits, very different challenges. However, part of what pushed them so far up the field last weekend was their alternative tyre strategy in Q3, with that choice to put on the mediums for the final run rather than convincing themselves that one more go on the softs would finally bear fruit. Now this weekend, we are once again seeing the softest compounds in the range, and the C6 is here for a second time out of the blankets. And with basically no data on it other than what we saw in Imola, and with Aston Martin's end result in the Grand Prix itself pretty compromised by how their strategy ended up playing out amid the VSC and the safety car, could this weekend be the weekend Aston Martin finally make some strategic gambles that actually pay off come Sunday afternoon? Because I think it will take some kind of strategic masterclass to pull them out of the doldrums that they seem to be stuck in. Now, while the Aston definitely saw a performance improvement in quali last weekend, Monaco's slow corners and much more limited opportunities to put the power down probably won't favour this new upgrade package. Looking at the telemetry and the lap comparisons with the likes of the Williams cars and the Racing Bulls of Isaac Hadjar, Aston Martin's strength seems to be leaning more towards straight line speed, with overall cornering being the big compromise, which is not ideal on a tight circuit with the slowest corners on the calendar. As soon as they're pointed back in the direction of go, however, they're away like a rocket, even in comparison to the guys who qualified on the front row. Now, with a mandated 2-stop race, this opens up more opportunity for others to be befallen by the same unfortunate timing that scuppered Aston Martin's chances at points last weekend, and possibly somebody else's at a podium, let's be honest. Surely this time Aston's going to get it right. Right? Well, we'll see, I guess. Pray for Biz to have a good time on the sofa come Monday evening and not slip back into a bout of acute despair. My second question is, will this 2-stop mandate combined with a much shorter lower deck circuit than Imola give us a bit more interest when it comes to tyre selection? And I know tyres aren't the most interesting thing, but this is probably the biggest question that we all have. Will we see the C6 in the race, basically? So the weather outlook for the weekend seems to have improved a bit, and the likelihood of the inters and the wets being busted out seems to be going away. But then, as someone who lives in a microclimate caused by topographical weirdness that's not entirely dissimilar to Monaco, yeah, anything can happen. Comes over them hills. With Monaco being as low deck as it is, thanks to its slow speed and the regular resurfacing works that make parts of the track shiny and new pretty much every year, I think there's a chance that this time we might see the softest compound show up at some point during the Grand Prix, particularly if it's pretty much a guarantee of an undercut, or if there's an opportunity to pit early and to clear air, or if they make for a good chance to gain places off the line. I think my hot tip would be to watch out for a few long and heavy fuel runs on the C6 tyre from some teams during practice. And if you're the kind of person who'd like to watch out for my videos, haha, great segue there, Kimmy, absolute top drawer, then there's one big thing you need to do, and that is click the like button on my videos, because that's how YouTube knows you actually want to see my stuff. Subscribing definitely helps out too. I'm sure regular watchers are sick to death of me banging on about it, but my tiny goal this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers before my channel's second birthday, and that is on the 21st of August. But if I hit 1k before the end of May, I will get out the scissors and cut all of my hair off in my bathroom. That's 267 to go as of recording this video. But there's only one question to go in the script, and that is, well, how much of the Brad Pitt self-insert fanfiction are we going to be subjected to this weekend? I genuinely cannot wait to do a react to this movie. Like, I know everyone and their dog's going to be doing one, and hey, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. And the push has kind of already started for the marketing this weekend. We're fully into the countdown now, with just over a month to go before the release. We've had drivers at Cannes, we've had the official private screening with nobody in the photos looking particularly excited, and I'm sure every single broadcast this weekend will have plenty of shots of the stars, along with constant reminders of the release date and teasers interspersed between the coverage that we die-hard F1 fans actually give a shit about. And I know I've been cynical about this movie, but I think it's warranted. I love nothing more than a film that makes me turn my brain off and just have a damn good time. But I don't think that's what this movie is trying to achieve. I'm fine with inaccuracies as long as they're self-aware and deliberate, or the thing clearly has zero interest in trying to be accurate in the first place. I mean, one of my favourite films of all time is the 2015 Man from U.N.C.L.E. remake, for crying out loud. I know how to enjoy a movie that others didn't like so much. But the thing is, the F1 movie is just kind of covered in ick. That's the best way that I can describe it. So what questions do you want answered this weekend? What are your predictions? Do you think this might be Williams' big opportunity for a podium? Are you looking forward to the F1 movie? And if so, please do share. I am saying this genuinely with zero irony. And do you find tyre strategy the most dull subject to talk about in a YouTube video? Or are you cool, like me? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching to the end. And if you'd like to hear more of me just flat out ranting about the F1 movie and why I already want to hate it, then you can click on the video right here. Speaking of dry subject matter, I'm off to watch the budget coverage because yes, I am exactly that kind of boring